Hello there, I hope you are having a fine day. I have a game I want to show you today. This is Paccarat. It's a roguelike deck builder, where you are assembling a pack of rats, appropriately enough, and you try to overthrow your corporate cat overlords. Let's jump into it. Look around, see whether this game is to your liking. We are starting with a team here. We have Beazle, Noddy and Chunkrat. What I like about this game is not just the variety of rats that we are going to have, but also that each of them has their own personal deck. And we are drawing one from each. So you're basically building double synergies, both between your rats and the cards themselves. And we are fighting some ducks that are sitting in the pot. See, we have 3 regular fights and then a boss fight. Standard, 3 energy per turn. Beazle's special ability is that the first 2 times he takes damage, he gains 1 strength. You can see the counter here. That's gonna turn into strength. Noddy makes these basic strategy cards. And Chunkrat is the best. He just gains yummy snacks that you can use to give him extra max health. He is an extremely useful tank. The only way he would be any better if there was any taunt in this game. I haven't actually came across any. So both of these are going to hit Beazle. We can use a reckless blow and immediately kill this guy. Bleed any and deal 13 damage. Do I have to bleed my own? Yeah, okay, looks like we do have to target our own for the first part. Okay, and he is just gone. Exhaust, draw 1 from target companion. Let's see, Beazle only has Rat Slash in his deck, and Chunkrat has 1 block card and a Bitter Herb Poultice. So if I were to use basic strategy on him, there's a good chance I can block this incoming damage. We drew the Bitter Herb Poultice, now we have to discard 1. Alright, you are protected, and you also gained Bitter Bark, which is just an unplayable card that bloats the deck. We end the turn here. And now, this turn we're not taking any damage either. Just wail on you a little bit. And 1 more turn. There we go. We gain some money. If we keep enough, we're gonna slowly gain interest on it. And we also gained 1 RP, which is of course short for red points. And we are going to use red points. You can see they're going to accumulate here. And once it is full, the shop is going to get upgraded. Here in the shop, between fights, we can remove cards, buy new ones, or even buy new reds. We have 3 active slots and 5 bench. If you bench a red and do a fight, they're going to heal back a little bit of health. And also if we collect 3 of the same reds, we are going to be able to upgrade them. That increases their base health and upgrades their ability as well. Now, we can choose to add another red to our companions. Here we have mob. Heals adjacent reds 4 HP, but each turn takes 1 health from adjacent reds. And she is mostly defensive. Once you have other ways of healing, she's actually pretty useful. Has a bunch of multi-target shield cards in her deck actually. And we also have Dust Sniffer. The first 2 times each turn you exhaust a card, give the leftmost red 2 block. You know, since Noddy creates cards for the first 2 turns that are free and exhaust, there is already a synergy there. So if I were to put Junkrat down and buy Dust Sniffer, this ability would always shield Beazle. We can work with that. We also got some cards we can buy. You can see the silhouette of the red whose deck it normally belongs to, but you can actually, when you buy it, give it to any other red. We have Plant the Seeds card. It exhausts, puts an Iron Seed on top of all reds decks, and draw 1 card from 2 random reds. An Iron Seed is an unplayable card that gives block, but at the end of turn deals damage to the holder. Again, this card really buffs the leftmost red. There is Focus Shield. Give any target 3 block, and if you have 3 or less cards in your hand, an extra 4. This is pretty powerful actually. So let's actually give it to someone. Who to give it to? Let's look at Dust Sniffer's deck real quick. You have a block, 2 red slashes, and the Suit Shield. Give 8 block and exhaust a random card. Noddy has 3 red slashes. And Stalwart. Give 5 block. Give the leftmost 2 block when this card is discarded. Yeah, so far Beazle is leaning more towards the damage dealer. Junkrat is still the tank. Now, I am not sure that I want to keep Noddy for the rest of the game. So for now, let's give it to Dust Sniffer. There we go. Now let's move on to the next combat. Some of the art in this game is still placeholder, apparently. But I think I like all of what is already here. Looks hand-drawn. Pretty cute actually. We are fighting a wrecked deer and a huckster lizard. You are bloating my deck with cards. Not a fan of that. So let's get rid of you as quickly as we can. like so. We're gonna take a little bit of damage here. But at least he gains strength for it. And it looks like you are also gaining strength after each attack, so we need to be quick. And as you can see, each card only takes the extra modifiers that belong to the red that has it. So this red slash is stronger than the other. And now that we have fewer than 4 cards, this is going to give 7 block. So he's protected. And nothing has to do but damage. Wow, actually only have damage here. There we go. And now we start gaining interest. We got some new reds over here. We have Cleavis, who's just a simple guy with a simple ability, starting combat with 1 strength. And we have Hold'em. I think he's actually a shrew and not a red. But he's probably not gonna like it if you tell it to his face. And his ability: the first 3 times each turn you discard a card, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Now if I take you, then there is greater incentive in keeping Noddy. Let's try that. Maybe we go like this. What do we have here? Chunky block. You can take 2 guesses which red this one belongs to. Give 1 block for each card in the user's deck. Here we have Scurry. 4 damage, and if self is below half health, gain 1 energy. And give the leftmost red 4 block. Or Welded Shield. Give 6 block. When exhausted, give the leftmost red 8 block. Having more block is usually always good. But right now, everyone seems to have at least 1. Now what I should be fishing for is actually cards that discard other cards. So none of these for now. We can also remove a card if we want to keep our deck lean, which I actually might do. Just remove basic red slash. We're gonna fight this worker wombat. And he will also keep gaining strength. Unfortunately. Now, let's see. 1 draw. 1 discard. And deal damage over here. And just give you a bit of block for good measure. Oh, you're gaining them 2 at a time, huh? Okay. We do this. And we do this. And we can exhaust simple red slash. That helps our deck a little bit. Okay, as you can see, the enemies seem to prefer hitting the leftmost red. A bit simple, but we can deal with that. go. We can get another noddy. Don't mind if I do. Oh, Peacemaker. Normally unplayable, but when you discard it, deals 3 damage. Times 2, so putting strength on him would make this that much more powerful. Smith's Hammer exhausts a card and deals 6 damage. If I take this, I might need to be looking into cards that create dummy cards, so I have stuff to exhaust. But it does synergize very well with Dust Sniffer, so in you go. And I have a whole bunch of money now, so let's reroll once, see what we get. Another Junkrat. Bloodied Blade. Deals 8 damage. Bleeds self and adjacent for 1 HP. Not a fan of that. Sapper Strike. Exhaust any charm card and deal 9 damage. I do not know what charm cards are, so that's a no from me. But tell you what, let's reroll once more. Maybe we get lucky and get a third noddy. Which we did not, but we did get a second Dust Sniffer. And I'm actually going to spend most of my money to buy some red points. And as you can see, upgrading will give us +1 slot for the team and increase the rarity in the shop. And now we're actually gonna put Junkrat in here. Here. He is the great tank after all. And now we are fighting Baron Grimclaw. Pretty spooky, huh? It's kinda difficult to see with his health bar over here. And I'm pretty sure that whoever he's pointing at, he's the one he's going to target. So you're getting hit for 10. Let's try not to do that. Draw a card from you. Unfortunate here. But I can do this. Protect here and then use Soot Shield. That's gonna get rid of one of the red slashes. And so we're not getting it in this fight. Okay, let's do this again. Discard this. This is the one I was looking for. That's okay. One protect up here. And that's all we can do. Another big hit here. Let's mitigate that. Exhaust the red slash. And a big hit. We have a yummy snack. When exhausted, gain 1 max health and heal 3. Let's do that. And now focus shield you. There we go. much this turn. But we're gonna be fine. What we have? Not too much actually. But now we have a synergy between Smith's hammer and what's the name? Can't see from here. Whichever card made this. Exhaust this. He's down to 15 half. Okay, we are going to cut it pretty close here. Okay, looks like we are going to lose chunk right here. If you didn't only have 5 half, and I didn't have red slash. So take this. Okay. Now you're going back here to heal. Obviously, you cannot put... Oh, I thought you couldn't put 2 of the same. Looks like I was wrong. But yeah, this is Paccarat, as you can see. As deck builders go, so far it isn't really anything special. But I do enjoy trying to find synergy, both between the decks and the reds themselves. I think it's pretty neat. Then I can't wait to see what else they come up with. I'm going to leave a link to the Steam page in the description so you can try it out yourself, maybe wishlist the game. If you did like it, then please give this video a like, it really helps me with the algorithm. If you want to see some other cool stuff, maybe check back to the channel once in a while. I will be back with another game. See you next time.